All rise. Judge found to be court in line session. Judge, this is the case of Schaefer.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Mr. Schaefer, you brought this case before the court, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay, go ahead. What's going on?
Well, my son was married to the respondent, and he died. They have a child that's now 3 years old that has been left in my custody, and I'm asking for some sort of relief or support because I'm retired from the military and on a fixed income.
Okay. First of all, my condolences for the loss of your son.
I appreciate that.
And thank you for your service as well.
Oh, thank you.
How long has the child lived with you?
2 years.
2 years.
All right, guys, buckle up. This one hits hard. Mr. Schaefer, a retired veteran, steps into court with a quiet plea. Help. His son passed away, leaving behind a 3-year-old son with special needs, and now Grandpa's been raising the boy solo for 2 years. He's on a fixed income and finally asks the court for support from the child's mother, who hasn't contributed a dime. It's emotional from the start, and the judge is clearly moved. This isn't about drama, it's about responsibility. The man has done what so many wouldn't, and now he's asking for a hand, not a handout. You can already feel the weight of everything this grandfather's been carrying.
Has mom given you any support for the child?
No, she hasn't.
She hasn't bought anything.
Not significantly, no. But I've just now come to the point where I need some relief and I need some help.
I agree with that. Ma'am?
Well, I've been traveling. My job had me traveling a lot, and I was in between jobs. I'm making $35,000 now.
Okay.
And, I'm not...
Where are you traveling?
Well, I'm a travel agent.
Okay.
So because of that, I can just travel. I get discounts, and I get to fly free. So...
Oh, my God, that is amazing.
So...
But that has nothing to do with you giving some sort of financial support.
I didn't
to
have
this.
it.
Excuse me, I was talking. That has nothing to do with you giving financial support to this man for the support of your child. Your child, not his child, your child.
It is my child, that is correct. But like I said, my job had me traveling, and I really didn't have the extra money.
And just like that, sympathy turns to shock. The child's mother casually admits she's been too busy traveling for work and just didn't have extra money to help. But in the same breath, she flexes her new $5,000 a month condo and free flights as a travel agent. The judge is floored. The audacity to spend $5,000 on luxury living while giving nothing to your child. This is where the courtroom temperature spikes. The judge doesn't even raise her voice. Her disbelief speaks. The mother tries to deflect, but her priorities are laid bare. And you already know, that condo is about to cost her in more ways.
What are you doing with yourself every day? What do you do? Tell me about your traveling.
Well, I had got this new condo for one thing, and that.
Wait a minute, you got a condo and you're traveling.
Yeah.
But how much is this condo?
Well, I'd rather not say.
No, I'd rather you say.
Because-
How much is this condo?
It's pretty steep. It's pretty steep.
Ma'am, what does that mean? That means nothing to me. Steep. You know how many people come in here with things that are steep? I need a number.
I like to live nice, and so I pay $5,000.
See, you know what? You obviously came here to waste my time.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
really,
you did.
I didn't. And I
Ma'am,
really
yes, you
don't have
did.
any
I've
extra
asked you a
money.
very specific question. How much is your condo?
Well, I pay $5,000 a month.
$5,000 a month?
Mm-hmm.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
is this 3-year-old in daycare?
Yes, he's in preschool because he has some special needs.
How much is daycare?
The judge drills deeper, asking if the child who's autistic is in daycare or getting medical support. Grandpa confirms it all. Preschool, special counseling, doctor visits. And guess who's never shown up? Mom. The courtroom gets quiet as the reality sets in. This isn't just about unpaid support. It's about abandonment. She has the means, but never made the time. And while she keeps trying to dodge accountability, the judge keeps bringing it back to what matters, the child. Mr. Schaefer doesn't come with resentment, just quiet honesty. He even says he holds nothing against her. But the judge makes it clear, no more excuses. Help is coming, whether she wants to give it or not.
Daycare runs about $300 a week.
$300 a week.
Don't you get some kind of
And don't you just need to wait your turn until I come to you.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
not talking to you.
Okay.
Thank you. Sir, $300 a week. And what type of special needs does the child have?
He's autistic.
Okay. Does he have to, you have to pay for like any medical expenses?
He needs special counseling, and of course he has regular doctor visits.
Counseling. Does mom show up to any of those doctor's visits or anything?
Well, no, of course I haven't always told her, but I
Exactly.
haven't expected her.
Exactly. You haven't given him any money either.
Well,
Well, I'm not talking to you still.
Now, I don't have anything against my former daughter-in-law. I mean, she was married to my son, but I do need a little more involvement and a little help.
I agree with you. It definitely, if she's spending $5,000 a month on a condo.
This part right here, brutal and necessary. Mom tries to argue the child already gets a disability check. So why does she have to pay? The judge shuts her down immediately. She's not just late, she's negligent. And when the judge asks her how much she's paid in health insurance, the silence is deafening. Mr. Schaefer has been covering $400 monthly, while the mom flexes a luxury condo and non-stop flights. You can feel the judge's tone tighten. This isn't about hardship, it's about entitlement. And when mom asks for 3 months to rework her bills, the judge gives a cold, hard no. The time for stalling is over.
I don't even stay in a condo,
I
ma'am.
need that. I
Okay,
have to have
well,
that.
I need a condo. Can you give me your condo? Exactly. So your child support based on $35,000 a year. Are you carrying any type of health insurance on the child?
see, that's another thing. Since on the child,
Yes.
well, the child is autistic, so the child gets a check. So I don't understand why you need my money.
Okay.
Because you get
Again.
assistance from the government.
Again.
with the
Excuse
kid.
me.
I mean, my child.
Excuse me. Last time I checked, I was the judge.
You are.
Okay, thanks. That means that I asked the questions and I addressed him. He addressed me.
Okay.
You do not address him.
All right.
Okay.
Understand.
How much is health insurance for the child only?
I have no idea what health insurance is for the child.
So obviously you don't pay it. Sir, how much is health insurance for the child
It's
only?
just short of $400.
Short for the child only?
Yes,
Ma'am, you...
I'm covered under the VA.
Well, I thought he was getting government.
No, well,
assistance.
I thought you should have been giving him something for child support. So we're going to go ahead and make that happen today. And the child has been living with you for the past 2 years, you say?
2 years.
So not only am I going to make you pay child support, ma'am, you're going to pay back pay as well.
I cannot afford that.
Guess what? Sell your condo, then you can afford that. So I have your gross based on $35,000.
The numbers drop like a hammer. $394.56 monthly support plus $14,204.16 in back pay. And just when you think the mom might finally show some humility, she throws in a final, "Why are you being so hard on me?" The nerve. The judge lays it out with surgical precision. This woman spent years doing nothing and now wants grace she never gave. And if it weren't for Mr. Schaefer's compassion, the total would have been even higher. He declines reimbursement for insurance and asks for nothing extra. It's the perfect contrast, a man stepping up and a mother who's been stepping out. The court might write the order, but the truth already hit.
A year at $2,916.67. And you said the health insurance is $400 a month?
Yes.
That's pretty steep based on, well, not that your coverage is not steep, but in Texas, we're only allowed to take 9% of her gross. So based on 9%, it'll be $262.50.
Will that start? Can you give me maybe 3 months before that starts so I can rebudget my bills?
Let me think about that. No. So $262.50.
I had a question. Why are you being so hard on me?
Ma'am, I'm not being hard on you. You have not given this man any type of child support to support
not
your
have
child.
any.
And then you come to court and say you don't have money, but you travel and you have a $5,000 a month condo, but you don't give him anything a month.
I don't have it. I just don't have
Well,
it.
I can't help you. So it's going to be I have your child support obligation. And how many children do you have? I'm sorry, ma'am.
Just one.
One child, so that's based on 20%. Let's see here. Sir, you said you all have a cordial relationship. Are you okay with continuing that health insurance?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and are you seeking any type of reimbursement from her on the health insurance?
No, I mean, it's all in the past.
Okay, well, you got really lucky. He cut you a break. So your child support obligation, your net comes out to $2,466.03. Your child support obligation comes out to $394.56. Now your back child support, that $394.56, you have to pay that back from the time that the child has lived with Mr. Schaefer.
That's not
Yes,
fair.
ma'am. In Texas, it goes back 4 years. Your child is 3. So with that calculation, it comes out to $14,204.16 to be paid monthly at an amount of $200. That makes your total child support obligation set at, well, I'm gonna make it $300 because $14,000 is a huge amount. So that makes your monthly child support obligation $694.56.
I got some deals that I can show you. I just can't afford that.
And you know what? He has bills that he can show me as well, and you have not done anything. And you're lucky that he cut you a break because I didn't have to let him do that. Is there anything further, Mr. Schaefer?
That's all that I have.
Can we talk and maybe we can talk amongst one another and see if we can come up with an agreement?
You're more than welcome to do that at a later date, but right now I just made my ruling. Do you have any other questions
I
pertaining
guess
to
not, since I have to pay all this money.
this? Okay, well, I guess you all are dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
In this final moment, the courtroom calms and but not without weight. The judge finalizes support at $694.56 monthly, back pay included. Mom realizes the game's over. Her excuses, her travel perks, her lifestyle, none of it shielded her from what was right. And even then, Mr. Schaefer stays composed, even offering to talk things through later. This wasn't about revenge, it was about fairness. As the judge closes the case, we get a quiet reminder. Child support doesn't die with the parent. The responsibility lives on, and in this case, it took a grieving grandfather to carry it until the court stepped in.